Hi, I'm staff writer Kaylan Cape, and today I'm here with senior dancer Lizzie Peebles. So Lizzie, this weekend y'all had a comp day at McIntosh. Y'all came home first in pom, first in jazz, and overall most points for 3A, 4A. As a captain, how do you help your team maintain such an overall balance of points and achievements in different areas?
I just like to make sure that we're all really positive, or else the practices won't go very well and we won't get very much done. So just maintaining everyone's being upbeat and working really hard on it,
Yeah. Going into this week, this past weekend, what were some things that y'all were working on that you really felt the team excelled in?
We were working on making our pom a little bit more difficult, so we added in a few things there. And then we were also really working on looking up in our facials, and that really helped with the overall effect.
What were some things that y'all learned this weekend that you are planning on improving going into state this upcoming weekend?
We learned that we really need to make sure we know how to deal with different floors, because the floor at McIntosh is really slippery and it's really easy to fall on it. So we just need to be really flexible about that.
Yeah. How do y'all prepare for that? Given that you're mainly only practicing here, but then you're going to somewhere else and playing or performing in front of other people in a different stadium?
For us, if it's really slippery, we just need to make sure that we're really grounded and we know where our placement is, or else we'll fall. And then if it's really sticky, we can't really do anything about that, but we just have to push through it.
How are y'all preparing for state this upcoming weekend, since it would be your 7th consecutive state championship?
We're just really going the way we usually go, pushing through it. We're not really changing anything up. We're kind of having the same practices, everything like that.
Yeah. So then whenever you're going into this week, and you kind of have it in the back of your head that this is your 7th state championship, how do you make sure the team is staying humble and still working hard and not getting arrogant and, expecting that win?
We definitely talk about that a lot, how we need to stay humble and how this might not be given to us. So we just ingrain it in their brains that you might not win and you have to stay humble and all that.
Yeah. And then as a senior, what has this season meant to you, since you've been a part of the Pantherettes for all 4 years of high school and a dancer basically your whole life?
This season is really special to me, especially because it's my last one, but the routines are also really creative. Obviously, we're wearing really sparkly costumes and all that, and also right now we're undefeated, so that's a good extra.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, now I'm here with junior Emily Purcer. So Emily, this weekend y'all had a comp weekend at McIntosh. What are some things that you took away that you think the team did well, and what are some things that you think they could improve on?
Okay, so this past weekend, super successful. We ended up winning both of our categories. I think one of the reasons we did so well is because of our crowd. We had so many people there supporting us, and that just made all the difference. And I think something that we should definitely improve upon is not relying on that audience to give us energy. We need to do that for ourselves. We like to, it's kind of weird, we yell at each other during the dance, pick it up, you got it. And I think we need to do more of that, because we were super reliant on the crowd. Mm-hmm. And I think we just need to be able to do that by ourselves, because not that many people are going to come for state, and that's more important.
Yeah. How do you prepare ahead of time for state, given that there may not be as many people showing up as there were at McIntosh?
Yeah, so in order to prepare for state, we've been going pretty much nonstop since October. So constant, we condition. We're pretty much runners, actually. Dance team also runs. We run a lot of stretching, a lot of just drills. We're drilling turns. We're drilling all of our technique, and we need to be able to get the energy from us. We have to be able to push through being tired. You have to tell yourself you're not tired. You have to be able to push beyond your limits, and you have to just be able to give it your all, because state is the most important one, and we can't not bring it then.
Yeah. How do you as a captain push your teammates to their full potential?
Honestly, I don't really do a whole lot. I am so blessed to be able to be a part of this team, just because they're so great. I feel are so connected. We're so united as a team, as a front in general. So Like, I don't really do a whole lot. Like, it's honestly everyone. Like, it's a team effort for everything.
Yeah. What are some things that you think contribute to that like unity and team effort you're talking about?
I mean, we practice all of the time. So, like, the love language quality time definitely applies to the dance team because we are together all the time. We got morning practices, like, every day, almost every day after school. Like, we're always doing stuff together, and I think that makes a really big difference in, like, us being not just, like, teammates, but also, like, genuinely caring for each other, like, as friends, which makes a difference.
Going into state this weekend, how are y'all preparing to hopefully get your 7th state championship?
Honestly, okay, our theory kind of for state week is like everything is done at this point. Like, we are ready to compete today. We are ready to compete tomorrow. Like, everything is set and ready to go. So this week for practice, we do like yoga, we do like Zumbas. Like, we don't really take it super seriously because like this point, like everybody's body needs a break. We all need to like chill for a second, and then like Saturday we just like absolutely kill it.
What are some like obstacles that you foresee possibly like reaching on Saturday at state, and how are y'all preparing to like overcome those?
Yeah, so at state, every single category is against each other, if that makes sense. So like jazz, which are like the slower, more like sad dances, are against the hip hops, are against the poms, which are the like more exciting dances with the poms. So like every single category goes against each other. And that makes it really difficult to beat like a really good hip hop team because like everybody, like those are just so entertaining. So like when we're putting up our slower, like more like contemporary, more like sad kind of jazz dance against like an exciting hip hop dance, that's really hard to beat. So we just really, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we really just have to like give it our all because like that's so unexpected. Like, the crowd loves like more exciting dances. They don't want to see like people rolling around on the ground. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so we just have to bring it.
So this past weekend, I know y'all finished first in jazz and first in pom, and then I think most points overall for 3A, 4A. Given kind of what you're saying about state, like how do y'all make sure you're, maintaining a balance in all these different areas and like excelling in all of them?
Oh yeah, so everything just comes back to our technique. So like, regardless of our category, we have to be so on point with technique. So like that's skills. So those are like the turns that you see us doing. Those are like all of our jumps, tricks, so like aerials, like everything we have to like not like just work on. And it's also like balancing time. Like, you can't put all your efforts into one dance and like completely bank on that dance at state because like we want them both to do well, and like we want to get state championship and then we want to get runner up. So like we want both of our dances to like win state, if that makes sense. So like if we excel in our technique in all areas, like we max out the score sheet, then that's all we can do.
All right, thank you. Today I spoke with senior Lizzie Peebles and junior Emily Purcer. Thank you for watching, and follow us on social media.